Okay, y'all, brace yourselves because the internet just exploded. 50 Cent, aka Fitty, did not come to play this time. He just leaked footage so wild it could literally get both Kanye West and Kim Kardashian locked up. We're talking about one of Diddy's infamous parties, the kind where stuff happens that's never meant to see the light of day. But guess what? It did.
When someone leaks something, it goes to TMZ. Like the regular person that channels with TMZ, when you see something come on and it comes on CNN, that's a little different. That could have came from the government itself, like, you know, and then they benefited probably the most from those parties.
I don't know if it's a party. I'm saying that metaphorically. You know what I'm saying?
But you've heard about the parties that everyone is talking about. But you've never got invited to them. So you
I don't know what
really...
part. I don't know. I didn't even know what the party. That's how far out of it I am.
Happy birthday to me!
Kanye West, I hate that, man. Plus, I seen the nigga at one of Puff parties and sucking dick in the bathroom.
So here's the tea. This tape wasn't even supposed to exist in the public. It was something federal agents found during the raids on Diddy's properties. But Fitty? Oh no, he made sure the world saw it, and it's bad, like real bad. But the wildest part? Kanye just strutted into court in an all-white outfit, bold as hell, showing support for Diddy. Yes, the same Diddy that Kanye once accused of being a Fed.
According to leaked footage, Kim was allegedly heavily involved in Diddy's crimes and played a major role as his helper. If these allegations hold true, it could spell major trouble for Kim.
Now everyone's scratching their heads like, what is even going on here? How did Kanye go from calling Diddy a government informant to hugging him in court? Well, leave it to Fitty to lay out the dirty details. He says it all comes back to Kim Kardashian and her deep, messy ties to Diddy's criminal empire. Because y'all, this footage he leaked is not just Kim and Kanye showing face at a party. Nope. Which captures them in the middle of what looks like a full-on group freak-off. Multiple people, no shame, just vibes, and not the good kind. And the moment that clip hit the net, even mainstream media started buzzing. But then, like always, Kris Jenner swooped in with her elite PR powers and wiped it all clean, like it never even happened. Except now, Fitty is not letting it go.
Oh, it was a scene. You know, Kanye West gets out of this luxury vehicle, the Maybach you see there, walks into court, shakes a hand, and he left after about 20 minutes because he was not allowed into the main courtroom. We caught him in the hallway. He told us that he was there to support Sean Combs. I'm not sure.
He's connecting the dots, blasting it all over his socials and making it very clear if this is all true, the entire Kardashian empire could come crashing down, right along with Diddy. And just when you think it can't get any messier, oh it does, because Fitty just released more footage showing what went down behind those velvet party ropes. Picture this, Diddy grinding on Kim in a bathroom while Kanye's across the room kissing another man. Yeah. That kind of party.
Not 50 Cent telling us who was actually at the Vegas party. I thought Kanye was going to tell on himself by the end of the day, but never did I think 50 was going to put it out there.
Now, before you even try to say it's fake or photoshopped, remember this. Fitty doesn't play like that. And Method Man from Wu-Tang, he recently went viral for saying he once saw Kanye getting wild at a Diddy bash. The receipts just keep stacking.
P. Diddy and the Kardashians were in the bathroom. And as they were in the bathroom, one of the Kardashians was getting dry humped. And it's obvious to see which one was getting dry humped. It was Kim Kardashian. At the time, she was with Kanye. So at the time, when Kanye was doing whatever, and she goes off, she's getting dry humped on a wall. Like P. Diddy.
And days after all this dropped, guess who showed up at Diddy's trial? Kanye. Not hiding, not ducking, standing right there in full white fit like he's there for communion. And outside, he's met by none other than Diddy's son, Christian.
Kanye West, I hate that, man. Plus, I seen the nigga at one of parties and just sucking in the bathroom.
Now, Fitty's not one to bite his tongue. He came straight for Kanye, dragging him through the mud and calling out exactly why Ye is suddenly riding for Diddy. According to Fitty, it's because he's involved too.
you think the Illuminati behind this attack on
Fiddy even posted an AI photo of himself in white, then posted Kanye's court look right after. The caption? Brutal. We are wearing white in honor of the freak-offs. Damn, you should have brought your dirty little wife with that Grammys outfit. And that wasn't all. He followed it up with another hit. That's why he was supporting Diddy. His ass was out in Vegas with that little dirtbag. Lol. Y'all, this wasn't just shade, this was a straight-up drag. And the timing? Chilling, because just last week, a woman identified only as Jane Doe took the stand and described a night in Vegas with a famous rapper and his girl. They hit a strip club, they hit a hotel, and then the rapper, an icon and Diddy's close friend, allegedly made a move on her after she exposed herself while dancing. Rapper wasn't named. The rapper says he was the tiger of the day, but everyone in the courtroom connected the dots. And Fiddy, he made it loud and clear. He thinks that rapper is Kanye, but here's the jaw dropper. Fiddy says this didn't just start when Ye married Bianca. Nope, it goes way back, like deep-rooted history. The real connection? The Kardashians.
Yeah, so why do you care to go to this? Because I was invited and I think it would be fun. When are you gonna act your own age? It's like rap crew, like Rick Ross and Diddy. Do you think this is like your crowd? I know a thing or two about rap music.
According to Fiddy, Kim wasn't just attending those parties for fun. She was involved, like recruiting victims involved. And the evidence? Oh, it's piling up. Let's talk about Kris Jenner's shady church, because this is where things get next level messy. In 2009, Kris founded the California Community Church. Sounds sweet, right? Except this wasn't your ordinary Sunday service kind of church.
Because this church is clearly a tax write-off Bible. So in general, churches are huge tax loopholes. They're exempt from paying federal, state, and local taxes, and all their financial records are closed. Only God knows about those P&Ls. She set up California Community Church in 2009 with a co-founder that she met at Starbucks. This is what it looks like. And Kim has said in interviews that she gives 10% of her income to the church each year. If she makes $80 million a year, that's $8 million. And if the other sisters are doing that too, that's at least like $50 million in tithings. If your church made $50 million a year, would it look like this? Oh, and here's what I think really seals the deal. The girls don't worship there. They go to Hillsong, they used to go to Sunday service. Is it because this isn't really a church?
Originally called Life Change Community Church, Kris rebranded it and registered it as a nonprofit. But here's the shady twist. Members reportedly had to pay $1,000, 0 cents monthly, to be part of it, plus 10% of their income as donations. Yeah, it sounds less like a church and more like a money laundering front. And since it was a charity, Kris got major tax breaks. The money stayed in the family. Anytime one of the Care Jenners needed to duck taxes, boom, donate to mom's church. Easy. An example, back in 2012, Kim had an eBay charity auction and made the church the beneficiary. In 2013, it pulled in nearly $45, 0 cents. Okay, but here's where it gets really sinister. Fiddy's sources say this church wasn't just used to save on taxes. It was allegedly a tool to pay off and silence Diddy's victims. You heard that right. Kim and Kris may have been moving money around to protect predators and hide serious crimes. And if that's true, they're smack in the middle of the same RICO case that's already got Diddy on ice. But wait, we're not done. Because rumors are swirling that Kim was allegedly Diddy's madam for years. Remember when Homeland Security raided Diddy's homes in March 2024? Just hours before that happened, Kim unfollowed Diddy on Instagram. Coincidence? Not likely. And who allegedly warned her? Corey Gamble is Kris' boyfriend, Diddy's close friend, and according to Kanye, a full-blown CIA agent. Corey literally said it before all this even hit the fan. Corey is government.
Yes, Corey CIA. Like, he didn't even have to say it. I know it. CIA. What are you talking about? Like, oh, the fuck? Oh, this is my job. This is these Illuminati.
Now, Fiddy's connecting every last dot between Kim, Kanye, and Diddy's disgusting empire. And get this, Fiddy even suspects the Kardashians were somehow involved in delivering a young Justin Bieber to Diddy.
President Bieber. Yeah. Yo, what's up? Like, I'm calling you and answering.
Yeah, that was a little.
That was weird.
That was crazy.
That was weird.
They did not run through Bieber.
They was pressing him like why you not answering your phone? Like, yo.
He wasn't answering for a reason.
Yes, you did things to me.
There's an old clip of Kim with a teenage Bieber that's going viral again, and let's just say it's deeply uncomfortable. Back in 2010, when Justin was just 16 and Kim was 29, they did a photo shoot together. It was in the Bahamas for a spread in Owl magazine. Kim was in lingerie, getting flirty, rolling around in the water, laying on the beach next to Justin and posing on balconies while he watched. Looked like a honeymoon shoot. Except it wasn't.
I first met Justin Bieber at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in Washington, D.C. And I think actually before that, I had said in an interview that I wanted to set him up with my sister, Kendall, who's 14. And then he had responded in an interview saying that, no, he didn't want to be hooked up with my sister. He liked me or something just silly like that. It was a joke.
Kim joked about Justin having a crush on her, even called herself his girlfriend. She didn't see a problem with the rumors, even though he was underage and people were eating it up like it was cute. It wasn't.
And so when I met him in Washington, D.C., we took a picture together and he Twittered it and said, you know, me and my girlfriend, Kim. And instantly, I mean, it was on CNN, like all over the place that him and I were dating.
Watching the behind the scenes footage now, it's hard. Justin looks so young, and Kim, she's giving him looks that are hard to unsee. And this photo shoot happened just months after Justin reportedly spent 48 hours with Diddy. After that trip, Justin was so shaken, he allegedly wanted to quit the industry. That's when Kim, according to sources, was sent to convince him that everything he saw was normal, that everyone in the business lived like that. Just imagine how twisted that is.
Oh my God, it was so much fun.
What shoot did you do?
I did a shoot in the Bahamas with Justin Bieber.
How old is Justin?
16. During the shoot, Justin said, oh, I have a nickname for you. And I was like, what? He's like, Cougar.
Does he have a crush on you?
I have no idea.
Do you have a crush on him? Yeah, Kim, do you have a crush on him?
If only he was 18.
18? Wait, you know there's stuff all over the internet about how you're a cougar.
How I'm a cougar? I'm not even 30 years old.
No, Kim probably wasn't trying to date Justin, but what Fiddy's documentary is about to reveal is even darker. Kim allegedly got close to Justin to normalize what he experienced, to help Diddy keep him in line. And that's just one small piece of this massive puzzle. And now, Corey Gamble has been spotted slipping into a secret meeting in Beverly Hills with Kanye. Because trust and believe, whatever Ye's doing now, it's not by choice. So here we are, Corey Gamble, Kris Jenner's man, and Diddy's longtime confidant just walked out of a hush-hush meeting with Kanye in Beverly Hills. And let's just say the streets are talking loud. And remember, this was just after Justin spent 48 hours with Diddy, 2 full days that, according to whispers, left Justin traumatized. He didn't want to come back. Didn't want the fame, didn't want the industry. So what did Diddy allegedly do? He sent Kim. He sent Kim with the body, the fame, the power, and the media training to make Justin feel special. Kim, to convince him it was all okay. That this world, the freak-offs, the manipulation, the grooming, was just part of the price you pay to make it. Let that sink in. And now, Fiddy's saying that wasn't just a one-time favor. Kim allegedly worked for Diddy behind the scenes for years as his madam, helping recruit, helping cover, helping convince, and suddenly everything starts making sense. The freak parties, the whispers about Bieber, the freakouts Kanye had about Corey Gamble, survival, because if the walls are closing in on Diddy, they're closing in on all of them. So why hasn't Kim spoken out yet? Why hasn't she denied a damn thing? Oh, she tried. quietly, she unfollowed Diddy on Instagram right before the feds raided his houses in March 2024. Like that would erase years of connections. But what she didn't know was Fiddy wasn't backing down, and he's not done, because his documentary, it's not just a hit piece, it's a full-blown takedown. Fiddy already teased it on Instagram, and trust, this is the kind of documentary that shatters reputations, ends legacies, breaks dynasties. He's promising to expose Kim, Kris, Kanye, Corey, and everyone who touched Diddy's empire. Receipts? He's got them. Witnesses? They're talking. Court documents, screenshots, tapes, already in the edit bay. This isn't just some celebrity beef, it's the collapse of Hollywood's most protected kingdom. And when the truth finally drops, the Kardashians won't just be canceled, they'll be investigated. Because if even half of what Fiddy's saying is true, then Kim and Kris aren't just reality stars, they're accomplices. Accomplices to cover up, to trafficking, to abuse. Let that sit with you. All those years we were watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the laughing at the drama, buying the makeup, retweeting their fashion. This was happening behind the scenes, recruiting girls at parties, helping Diddy silence victims, flirting with teenage boys on camera, and now it's all coming back. And Kanye, he's trapped. He's doing what because they all have something on him too. Remember when Ye started spiraling, going off scrim, calling out the industry, naming names? They shut him down, canceled his deals, locked his accounts, threatened him from every direction. And when that didn't work, they dragged him back in. Now he's showing up in court wearing white, playing the loyal soldier, pretending none of this happened. But Fiddy sees through it. He's calling out Kanye, dragging him and Bianca across the timeline, mocking the Grammys outfits, mocking the loyalty. Because in Fiddy's words, that's why he was supporting Diddy. His ass was out in Vegas with that little dirtbag. Lol. And that might just be the most savage line of all, because behind the law is something dark, something sinister, something that if exposed fully could bring down not just Diddy, but Kim, Kanye, Kris, Corey, and every last skeleton hiding in Calabasas. This isn't about clout. This isn't about petty feuds. This is about power, secrets, control. And Fiddy, he's flipping the whole game upside down. Stay ready, because when that documentary drops, Hollywood won't know what hit it.